Hey everybody, it's Master Gallengeist here, bringing you my Tokyo Game Show 2025 impressions. Now, most of the stuff that I've seen, or at least was looking at on like certain kind of gaming sites or whatnot, was mainly the Xbox stuff, but I have found this one kind of one, ESO World? I'm probably mispronouncing that, to look into other kind of stuff, because I know that there's a lot of other things kind of going on, at the Tokyo Game Show. So let's kind of like crack into this. So, evidently there was some interesting stuff going on at the Xbox One that Forza Horizon 6 will be set in Japan and will be released in 2026. Let's see. They just pretty much gave a glimpse of like Mount Fuji. And it'll be interesting to see how that kind of works out. I know that Xbox has been attempting to court the Japanese audience forever. We'll see how that kind of works out in how they're able to do everything with studying it in Japan and how that kind of works out for racers. I'm not that much into car racing, but if you're into that, that should be a cool kind of thing for you. Let's see. Call of Duty Black Ops 7 showcases multiplayer maps set in Japan. Okay, that makes sense that you'd have the Tokyo Game Show and you'd be like going on that. 007 First Light casting Eternal's Gemma Chan as Dr. Selena Tan. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. Evidently, she oversees a cutting-edge program designed to test and refine the skills of MI6's most promising recruits. With a background in psychology, strategy, and immersive technology, she's as formidable as she is innovative. Okay, interesting to kind of learn that for a new kind of character in that. I am interested in seeing what's kind of going on with that James Bond game. Ninja Gaiden 4 gameplay overview features Master Ninja difficulty action and training mode. Good. Give all different kinds of difficulty sliders. I like that. Let's see. Let you practice combos and weapons in a safe place, but also it's Master Ninja mode. That's awesome. Let people be able to practice and do their kind of shit as well. Unlocked after beating story mode, Master Ninja will challenge players with feature late game. Okay, it's just how this is fucking worded. Feature late game enemies in earlier chapters, enhanced AI, a greater number of enemies at once, and much more. For those looking for an even greater challenge, there's a setting called Death Wish mode, where growth elements are reset and difficulty can be escalated toward an even harsher extreme. I like that. I mean, I've delved a little bit into Ninja Gaiden, but like, I like that they're able to do that kind of stuff and give you the ability to make it as hard or as easy as you want. And it'll be released October 21st. Okay, cool. Monster Hunter Stories 3, Twisted Reflection gets a story trailer. First two Monster Hunter story games headed to Xbox in November. That's good to be able to play that kind of stuff. Bruce Lee is joining Hitman World of Assassination as your partner. That's okay. Agent Lee. See how it works out. I've played a little bit of the certain kind of Hitman ones. Not one that I'm overly into or overly against. It's just like, okay, it's there. So if you're into that, check that out if you want to. Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024's World Update 20 is out today and adds a lot of detail to Japan locations. That's kind of cool. Gungrave Gore, Blood, Heat lets you dual-wield guns and use a massive one as a weapon and a shield. Systems preserve the legacy while delivering a modern and more explosive feel. These updates will be felt in level design, motion, visuals, player interactions, combat system, and more. And yes, you'll be playing as Beyond the Grave, who was once known as Brandon Heat, and will have full access to his dual Cerberus pistols and the gigantic Death Hauler that will be used as a weapon and a shield. That sounds kind of crazy and interesting. Age of Mythology Heavenly Spear is a new expansion set in Japan, and it's out next week. Oh, that's kind of cool. Japanese mythology. Dragon Quest 1 and 2 2D HD remake reveals ocean floor area. Okay, not that much. Fatal Frame 2 Crimson Butterfly remakes director speaks on what makes this version a must-play. Okay. Including graphic and audio enhancements, how the camera obscura evolved, and new action additions that will help players during the game's hardest moments. I'm just glad that I am able to... We need more of the... Like, if we aren't able to have the actual older games ported, there's going to need to be remakes to allow people to experience them. I've had a weird experience with the Fatal Frame series because I have played I am playing it in a reverse kind of order of what's kind of going on. I like 5 and then 4 and then evidently now 2, 3 if they fucking release that next, or then 1, but it allows me to play the series, which I'm happy for. They need to do this, and I'm like, yeah, that stuff sounds good. I'm just happy that hopefully I'll be able to play it and not have it, like, fuck shit up. Like, sometimes it'll be like, oh god, that port's going crazy. Swery and Suda51 stopped by Xbox's show to play Hotel Barcelona's multiplayer modes. Interesting, they'll have multiplayer modes. Launch date of September 26th. Came out yesterday. I'll have to look into that. Let's see. Double Dragon revives extra mode, adds more challenge past story mode. Thank you. That one, October 23rd, and will come with a challenging extra mode that will provide even more reasons to play after the story mode is ended. This mode Sorry, weird shit going on. Over 50 missions, and will unlock character-specific missions that will tell even more of the story of the game. Interesting. Post-game content. Have to see how that works out. An Amio gameplay showcases new creatures to catch and how they interact with each other and the world around them. Huh. Wait a minute. I think I kind of remember that one. Talking about, like, raining evolution, stuff like that. Other kind of things. Keep an eye out on that. Winter Burrow is a cozy woodland survival game I need right now. Okay, author. That comes out November 12th, 2025. It's a woodland survival game, and it stars a young city mouse who returns to the wild. The game is narrated by an older mouse through nursery rhymes, which will actually help you survive the harsh winter. Don't worry, as you will meet friends along the way and work to build a place to thrive instead of just survive. Interesting. Mistfall Hunter's second map, Solemn Needles, revealed. Okay, it sounds like they did some weird-ass shit. Like, we've got some really good stuff and some really, like, what the fuck? Project Evil Bane wants you to bring 3 friends with you to fight for humanity. I did look into the trailer on this. I'm like, ooh, okay, I'll wishlist this and see what goes on. It's an upcoming 4-player co-op action RPG that will have players fighting for humanity against a threat unlike any that's ever been seen before. A lot of games say that, so we'll see how that goes. Rhythm Doctor's one of the only games to be able to act as a video editor for its own trailer. What does that even fucking mean? Whole trailer was made without any cuts, and all the effects and shots and jumps between songs were all accomplished in the game. That one comes out on December 6th. Romancing Saga 2 Revenge of the Seven is available now on Xbox, so if you're on Xbox and you're interested in that, look into that. And Xbox on PC. Star Sand Island's CG trailer invites us to a cozy island. Includes some multiplayer elements that may make this adventure even more fun with friends. Sunstrike 5 brings the strategic World War II action to Xbox in 2026. Enhanced doctrine system and plenty of secondary objectives that will help you ensure a strong and commanding victory. Let me see. Terminal Brigade gets a Neon Genesis Evangelion crossover and Xbox release. Okay, if you're into that, go for that. So that's the Xbox stuff, evidently according to the IGN kind of thing. Evidently, Xbox also brought up Game Pass availability and Play Anywhere support for selected titles, pushing that more. Sony evidently was talking about first-party content and VR2 applications. You really are putting the barest amount in what's going on. Evidently, Capcom doing its stuff, as well as Sega, talking about we also got looking into the Like a Dragon series that we are getting Yakuza Kiwami 3 and what is it? Dark Reign? And Dark Ties. Sorry. But evidently the Dark Ties kind of amps up a little bit of the stuff, like gives you kind of more story stuff of what goes on. Brand new game featuring Yoshitaka Mine from Yakuza 3 is a separate action-packed experience. So that sounds kind of interesting. I would definitely look into this more because I like the Kiwami kind of take for like 1 and 2 to kind of fix up certain kind of stuff within the series, and then kind of like the third one, when I transitioned to that one, I was like, oh god. So this one, it would be a nice one to kind of take to make sure that it like runs on modern hardware and kind of fits more in what you're kind of trying to do in the series as they're kind of transitioning, bumping it up. it'll probably keep going on through the rest of the series, which I don't mind. Let me see. Square Enix had updates, as well as Bandai Namco. Let me see, new game announcements. Gungrave 1. New Virtual Fighter project. Still untitled. Full-fledged return. So if you're into that, I'm glad to hear that. I'm not that much into fighting games myself, but when I would go to certain kind of arcades, I would play Virtual Fighter, just because I liked the blockiness and certain kind of characters. So I'm like, okay, cool. Code Vein 2 got some stuff running on as well. Souls-like combat adds blood drain jail skills, new weapons, and motorcycle transversal for Revenant packs in horror-filled ruins. Let's see. We've got standard at $69.99, deluxe at $89.99, ultimate at $99.99 with pre-orders open. They evidently also went into a little more on Pragmata. Let's see. Onimusha Way of the Sword, Mega Man Star Force Legacy Collection. For Capcom, Square Enix went into Final Fantasy Tactics, The Avalanche Chronicles, Octopath Traveler 0. That. Also, Dynasty Warriors 3 Complete Edition Remastered. I'm like, okay, didn't expect that one popping up. Let's see. Once Upon a Katamari. That looks interesting. Let's see. There's evidently a Monster Hunter Wilds x Final Fantasy XIV collaboration. Sonic Racing Cross Worlds x Sonic Rumble. Of course, we're getting more portable PC gaming hardware stuff with the ROG Ally Xbox Edition. Man, this really doesn't go into much more, except for, like, the stuff that was kind of going on with Xbox. That is the oddest fucking thing possible to me, where it's pretty much gone on, and a lot of the gaming websites that I'm looking at aren't really hitting any kind of other ones other than Xbox did shit, and I'm like, alright, unless Microsoft's doing their kind of giant-ass push, which confounds me. I'm like, Japan is their weakest market. They've done everything in their power to kind of do their stuff. They are still pretty much on the shit list with, like, raising prices completely and utterly insanely. I mean, I understand tariffs and shit, but it's like, you fucked, man. I'm glad I transitioned more to PC, and I'm glad to see more of the Japanese stuff going for PC as well. Yeah, I just really... I mean, this is the Tokyo Game Show. There's a lot of shit that should be going on, and I don't fucking see jack-ass shit for anything kind of going on. So, those are the main kind of things. I mean, it sounds like a lot of different kind of stuff was at least done. So, I like a good spread at the Xbox stuff and then looking at other kind of games as well. Tell me anything else that you've kind of seen or interested in or excited for. Or, like, what in the actual ever-loving fuck is that thing? Because I'm into games. I like to see and learn about other kind of games. Especially what's kind of going on with different kind of developers around the world. I'm not locked in... I mean, there's certain ones that I like more than others. However, I am now in kind of a transitional phase where a lot of the bigger kind of publishers and the bigger kind of hardware manufacturers are kind of just like doing stupid shit, and I'm into looking into new franchises, even stuff that I'm like, you know what, I don't know if I'm completely into it, like the Like a Dragon series, and just kind of like going through it and just seeing what kind of works out, what pans out, in my opinion. Be like, alright, fine, I want to play something, let's see what kind of goes on here. Tell me about certain kind of things. I like Hades, and I'm interested in seeing what goes on with Hades 2. But I'm not much into the complete roguelite Souls genre. It's like Dark Souls, Bloodborne. I'm really not into that. So that's just me. If you like it and want to talk about it, I got no problem with that. If you're like, I like this, that, and the other, go for it. I'll talk to you about weird ass shit. But like, if you heard of anything from the Tokyo Game Show that's really kind of interesting, just talk to me about it. Talk about it in the comments. Point me to, well, I will search your shit to make sure that you're not fucking sending me into a weird-ass kind of spot. No thank you. About other kind of trends, other interesting kind of games, evolutions on kind of like first-person shooters, JRPGs, action-adventure games, anything along those lines. Just talk to me about shit, too. So, Those are my impressions of the Tokyo Game Show. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. Also, like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.